Major Mohammed Ali Shah is joining me on the broadcast for this story. Now, Major Mohammed Ali Shah, very good morning. China's fresh provocation. It goes ahead to rename Arunachal Pradesh. What's your take on it?
Well, China has been trying these funny stunts for quite some time now. In 2017 also, they had come up with the same proposal, same strategy which we had rejected outright. Now, once again, they come up with it. So I would like to put in simple words that, they are incorrigible. They will not agree to what we are saying. So please pardon me, but I would say, let the dogs bark, let the bees sting, let us ignore them. And though it is provocative, yes, the best way to reply to a person who's trying to provocate you and try to irritate you is just ignore them. Just ignore. And they would see, Arey, they're not being affected at all. So they would get affected. But yes, it is disturbing. There's no doubt about that. It is concerning that China, which has no right to talk about our territory, is in the year 2007, 2008, I remember there was a bureaucrat, an IAS officer. They had refused to give him the visa, who was from Arunachal Pradesh, saying that Arunachalis are Chinese, so they do not need a visa. So, they are always being very, very ridiculous on this account. So, there's no point indulging with them. I would say just ignore.
Right, but the thing is that this is not the first time that this is happening. A similar bid was done in 2017 as well.
Exactly, as I rightly said, they had tried the same thing in 2017, which we ignored, which we rejected actually. So now by rejecting, say we do not accept it, we are giving them further importance and trying to show that, they just ignore them, just let them go, just let them talk whatever they want. Okay, and they are deploying robotic vehicles and robotic soldiers at the border. And some people over there yesterday with my analysis, they said, no, but they're not chocolate cream soldiers. They are. They certainly are. Well, they even give the example of in Iraq what happened in the deserts. They underestimate that the US troops would not be able to take on the weather conditions in Iraq in the desert, and they use robotic equipment. Well, that's a different story altogether. But China, which actually believes in huge propaganda, which always believes in projection, which always believes in lies and deceit, which always believes in renaming 15 and plus more. They will come out with no more names. So we should not just respond to them. And you are totally right. In 2017, they came up with this, and they are really, it is really ridiculous actually on their account to actually. It's like me coming over to your office or to your home and saying, I have decided to rename this. What right do I have? Similarly, the best thing is, yes, let's not retaliate to them, because if we retaliate, we are giving them further importance. So just ignore, and they cannot do anything on ground. They only lie, deceit. And what is surprising is, a lot of people, intelligent people, they fall to their propaganda. A lot of intelligent countries also, they fall to their propaganda. They feel that whatever China is saying and doing, they actually mean it. No, they do not. They actually do not. Like yesterday we had covered the story about the robotic soldiers they are using unmanned vehicles at like Mule 200. Mule 200, if you say, it sounds like the mule, the animal which carries weight. No, but Mule 200 is this armored vehicle which actually is used for supplies, which can also be mounted with guns. So now they believe in giving names. They believe in they have a very clear philosophy. Sun Tzu, in The Art of War, in chapter 2, paragraph 2, line 3, he has mentioned the acme of a military general is to win wars without fighting. So that is exactly what China is doing. So that's psychological warfare they are playing over here. They have done biological warfare. The whole world has seen. The whole world has been affected, and they have played havoc around the entire world. Cyber warfare, on 19 June last year, before this year ends, we have a day more. 2020, the Prime Minister of Australia, Mr. Morrison, was very, very magnanimous, not to name the nation, but we all know that China had hacked their servers and they had tried to play dirty. So China does these kind of activities. They play all kind of warfare without fighting on ground. They don't have the guts to face us. Our soldiers are robust. They come from villages. They are hardened. Like, for example, the Kampa tribe of Tibet, we have them in our special forces in the Vikas battalion, in establishment 2022. But now China, only weapon they can have is play psychological warfare. That is the reason why they are changing names and they are coming up with these things that, okay, we will take, they have no right over it. And I'm telling you, the best way is just ignore.
All right, but Major Mohammed Ali Shah, when we talk about China, you just mentioned that first there is the biological warfare, then there's psychological warfare, there's cyber warfare. Till what point can one really ignore? What should be India's strategy at this point? And don't you think that it's time for the repeated offender to finally pay actually?
You have a very valid point and a very, very good question. Hang on there. In fact, yes, the repeated offender would pay its price, would be taken to task by the international community, no doubt. That is the reason, that's the answer for, we have Quad, we have August, we have different national bodies which have been formed to fight the ill will of China, in fact. So yes, they would be taken to task no matter what, and the best way is to boycott China, hit the dragon where it hurts the most. To boycott them, that should be a strategy. By not just by banning apps is not sufficient. They have done invisible invasion upon us, which we do not realize. When we are very innocently, we book an Ola or Uber, we go and book our ticket by Make My Trip. With all due respect to these companies, they have Indian stakes, yes, but they also have Chinese stakes. And that is the answer, to hit the dragon where it hurts the most. And we have, I can see Ambassador Deepak Vora over there, and I'm sure he will throw some brilliant insights on this. And he would agree with me totally that, that China has to be boycotted by the international community and the whole world has to come together. Only then can something be worked upon on China, for that matter.
I've just heard Major Mohammed Ali Shah, and he was talking a lot of sense, as he always does.
Right, Major Mohammed Ali Shah, thank you for joining us on the podcast and sharing your views on this story.